Welcome back to the Daily Dose. Dr. Robert here with Susan. And we're in a place because of being postgraduate now. I mean, there's paperwork to be done. I don't mean to minimize that. There are things that need to get handed in. But largely it's about, okay, now what? And one of our now what's that really need discussion because we're active with it. We were, I think prior we've teased it, but now we can be full force because out there is the shake challenge. So we have this thing where, it starts with an idea of, what is it to shake? And, there are practical measures in the Parkinson's world where shakes and dyskinesias, tremors come up. They can be stigmatizing. That was my initial idea in the video with my dad. And we turned that on its head by saying, we're going to have fun with it. And by making it an all play, democratizing shakes, as it were, we potentially destigmatize and help people relate better. That's kind of the general idea. Now, on a larger scale, we not only want to do this for the community, we want to do it as something that raises attention specifically for yes and exercise. And it creates this interesting tension. Talk to me about what you know about the ALS challenge, which is our model because it was highly successful, and then where we are, and be completely frank with where you think we're missing. Go there.
Well, I actually did a whole bunch of ALS research, ice bucket challenge research in the last couple of days, because there was a piece that I felt like we didn't hit in the way we designed this challenge. Mm-hmm. And I thought, we're going to miss the boat. We have this fantastic opportunity to neutralize shaking, to destigmatize shaking. What an amazing thing to even say.
Right.
Because it's big. It's hard to be out there and to have come across an idea that could take the stigma off. It's just beautiful. So in my research, one of the things that I learned was that, and I then remembered, I went to find the very first time anybody said it on camera. And they said, the deal was, I either have to dump a bucket of ice on my head or I have to pay $100 to the ALS Foundation.
Oh, okay. Now I love that you said that because I didn't hear that when you brought it forward. They put it on themselves. Now that's interesting. That's
well, they were told, the person who said it, that guy said, here's your choice. You have a choice.
Right.
And many people chose both.
So, okay, let's stop there for just a second or dig into that for a second. So what that does, there are several differences between what we're doing and what they're doing. Number one, they have a clear, tangible, here's the thing. And you know where it fits really especially I think a male perspective, not that only males did this, but guys love dares. Guys love challenges. This is kind of caked into who we are, right? I mean, a couple of my friends growing up, there was always so many stupid dares that we got into, this kind of thing. And we've taken a piece of that, the ALS challenge did, and they put it on, $100 or it's truth or dare almost, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the gamification and the simplicity works gorgeously.
And somebody, I forget who it was, said they wanted to do both because they wanted, if they could only nominate 3 other people if they did the ice bucket challenge. So they wanted to put other people on the spot like that. So that fits in with what you were saying. People like, those types of games. Okay, another big difference between what I saw they did and we're not doing. They named ALS every single video. You kept hearing it and you kept seeing it.
Let's dig in. So I know of ALS, Lou Gehrig's. Is there one particular ALS organization or are there multiple as far as you know? Or do you know?
I think there was one that benefited from this, so maybe they're all coalesced. I don't know.
You know what I mean by this, because within Parkinson's, right? Davis Finney, Michael J. Fox, Parkinson Foundation,
Yes.
we go on and on. So there isn't one, right? And they tend to have different tacts. which
Sure.
in some sense is positive, in some sense is negative, and we're running right up against that right now, which is so fascinating. We're going to continue this on the other side. I love where you're going with this. I love the conversation. And if any of you are watching and you have thoughts, hey, you better join us in the Shake Challenge. You can see more at yesandexercise.org.